What's up, guys? I just want to cover this real fast. This is a big part of my income. Even if you can't donate something to help, whatever, this is how I make my money. I basically, YouTube's a fairly good size of my income monthly. If you can't donate or you don't want to, that's fine. Feel free to smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. But if I kept you from spending hundreds or $1,000 easy at a shop, consider me. You know what I'm saying? It takes time to make these videos. I love giving free information, but it also feels good to have my back scratched too. You know what I'm saying? So everything you need to know is in the link below. Also in the comment section, you'll find all my information in the pinned comments. And I hope I help you guys out. You can help me out. Let's get started.
Alrighty, guys. These are T25 anti-tamper bits. I've already broken them loose. And we're going to pull those off just to show you what anti-tamper bits look like. I don't know where mine are. I just set them down. There they are. So these are anti-tamper bits. So these are Husky anti-tamper bits. And basically what these do is they have a little hole in the top, and there's a hole in there, and they're designed to make you take this to a shop, or you got to be basically a motorcycle person to have them. So anyways, I've already loosened these. We're going to take these off. We got to pull this fuel injection system, clean it all. So I'm going to pull this off. Going to set this down, correct direction that it goes with the screws. I'm going to put that right on top of my lid over here, so I know exactly how that goes back on. I only need to get it out of the way enough that I can access this bolt. So I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can pop this clip off as is. This is going to be a pain in my butt because I hate these clips. They're never easy to get out. Not when they haven't been taken out in a long time, so. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And then we're going to give this a pulse cleaning. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Yeah, let's just pop it out. We'll just pop it off there. That'll make it easier to do this. Just gotta make sure it goes back in the same way and doesn't fall apart. There we go. All right, so I'm just gonna set that aside for right now. And now we're gonna undo the fuel injection clip. There we go. Get those two aside. All right, now I can access that. That should be 8mm. So I'm gonna grab an 8 right here. See if we can pop that on there with the spring. Oh, is it gonna force me to use an angle? That one will break free. I'm gonna have to get my angle joint for that one. I don't want to use power tools because these are little plastic pieces. So with that on there, I should be able to angle that in perfectly like so. There we go. There we go. All right, set that up here. And pop this fuel line off, give this a cleaning. These are the same size screws, so you can set them aside. Put those up there. And pull the fuel injector out. There we go. All right. Oh geez. Okay, getting some gas out. All right. Now that is choosing not to come off there, so I'm not going to keep trying. I don't want to break this part. What I will do is just run some carb cleaner through it, and I'm going to tell you right now, this is all gummed up inside there. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a bunch of particles and debris inside there. So this is definitely clogged. 100% clogged. So, yep. The spray pattern on this was never going to come out with how clogged up that thing is. You can just see all the debris in there. We're going to spray this lightly and see if I can get a nice close-up. See all that crap inside there? Yep. This was never going to work right. First thing we're going to do is blow this line out. Make sure the head's going that way away from us. There we go. There we go. There we go. So that's clean. Alright, set that aside. And now we're going to spray the inside of this thing out. Okay, focus camera. Come on, focus. Oh, this camera's going to annoy the crap out of me. There we go. Let's give that a blast. Oh my gosh, there's so much crap inside of here.
Here.
Wow, that is radically different. Now that's, I can actually see the bottom and read the numbers inside there. We still have more spraying to go here. Crazy. See what that looks like now. Alright. So now it is perfectly clean inside there. Now we need to give it a pulse cleaning. That is the next logical step, is a pulse clean. Alright, so we're going to take our can. We're going to move this off of here. Going to set that down. We're going to take the top off of this. Oh boy. We're going to pull one of these leads off. And oops, I grabbed the wrong set here. Hold on. I gotta change my cable. Wrong cable. There we go. It requires this guy right here. So we gotta go to the bigger end instead of the smaller one. Alright. Black goes there. Red goes there. But what we're gonna do, put this on here. We're going to disconnect it, because I'm going to be self-pulsing this unit, which you'll understand in a minute. You'll see. Let's see here. There we go. So that clips into there like that. And then we aim it in the direction that we want, like so. And then you grab this with your 2 fingers really well, because you're going to be putting pressure on this to keep this in. And what you're going to do is push down on this, right? Like so. And what that's going to do is force it out of here, and we're going to tap this. You can hear the fuel injector clicking, so I'm going to lightly push. There we go. You can see it spraying out the tip there. It's exactly what we want. So, a bit more pressure. There we go. All right, so I know it is producing a lot of greatness now. So it's been pulse cleaned. So we can pop that back off there. We're going to let this dry properly. So we'll get that over there, set all that aside. There we go. All right, so it is cleaned here, and it is pulsing out of there, which is exactly what we want, and it is a good, solid pulse now. So I'm going to spray this one more time inside here just to make sure there's no particulates and debris. So I'm going to put the red cap back on. Get all that crap out of there. And know what that was. So let's give that a spray. There we go. All right. I'm gonna let this dry and then we're gonna move on to the next stage here. Let's see, we have a perfectly clean fuel injector now, guys. Perfectly clean, right? Nothing wrong with this fuel injector now. So what I am gonna do now is take this, get ready to pop this back on there. That's gonna create a seal on there again, right? It's gonna go this way. So we're gonna push this into there first, and then we're gonna rearrange this line, which I think actually goes that way, I believe. Let me get all this stuff out of the way. So we'll actually push the fuel injector in first, make sure that's seated well. All right, and now we're gonna line this up like so. Beautiful. Let's put those screws back in. We're gonna start with the rear one and then we'll work our way to the front. I'm also gonna look at that airflow sensor that I pulled out and clean the end of that airflow sensor because it looked like it had some mucky, dirty stuff on it, which is exactly what we don't want. We don't want that crap all over it. We want it to be able to read proper airflow. So I'm going to tell you guys straight up, if he had brought this to a shop, they would have charged him roughly $650 or more to do this job, right? This was a rather large job. I'm not even going to come close to what they would charge him. They charge $120 an hour plus parts fees, all that stuff, shop fees, everything, overhead cost. I'm not even going to smack him over the head with a bill like that. He's going to make out like a bandit, but I'm pretty sure this should solve the problem. We'll go ahead and slap some fuel in this puppy, and then we'll fire it up. Something tells me this thing's going to absolutely rip, tater chip. So let's tighten those back down, make sure we got a good seal. There's one. There's two. Perfect. Make sure that this is not coming off there. Looks good to me. That is solid on there. So we shouldn't experience any leaks or anything. Just want to make sure I push that all the way up. And it's got a good lock. So no air escape. Excellent. So next thing we're going to do is look at this airflow sensor, and it's all grimy and dirty there on the top. So I'm actually going to go ahead and give that a slight little spray. We're just going to clean it lightly. So let me walk over here. I'm going to give this a tiny, tiny spray. I'm going to lightly wipe it here. It's a very sensitive part. Oh yeah, there was definitely a lot of grime and grunt on there. Okay. Nice. Don't want to bend anything. Just want to be very gentle. Okay. So this has been clean now. So what I'm going to redo is reattach this now. We're going to drop that back down into there where it should. Like so. And I gotta get it lined up again. And I think it goes in like so. There we go. So now we know that's lined up. So I can take this, pop this guy back on there.
Okay, we're going to Costco.
Alright, have fun, enjoy. She doesn't quite want to reseat in there, does she? Let's try this one more time. There we go. Got her that time. I got it that time. Okay. Let's put these back in. And we'll tighten these down.
You probably don't need this.
What is it?
One of those little get paid fast.
Oh, I'm
on the
good.
Square.
I'm good. Thank you, though.
Where's Dad?
Alright, make sure this is all lined up again before I start tightening things. There we go. Just want to make sure that's perfectly straight again. Good. Alright. Alright guys, I'm going to tighten this down with the anti-tamper bit. I'm going to plug in the fuel injector, and the whole system's been cleaned. I didn't clean the throttle body because I don't think it's necessary. I think we were just having a fuel injection problem. So I'm just going to tighten those down with the anti-tamper bits just by wrenching them down. We're going to throw the gas tank back on this thing and see what happens. Let's go. Well, that was unfortunate. The O-ring gave out on the fuel injector, and so I had to go through my O-ring department over there and find a new O-ring that would fit this thing. So let's try this again. And this time I'm just going to give it a quick hookup. Just a quick hookup. And we're going to prop it up this time so I can monitor what's going on with it. Because I'm going to turn it on and prime it a few times. And this time I want to make sure that it's not spraying all over the body. Because that was really unfortunate that it started doing that. If it does that again, then I'm going to have to go down to the motorcycle store and order an O-ring for this thing before it can be complete. But as of right now, there we go. I should be able to do some testing now that that's hooked up. We should be able to find out if we're going to spray all over the place again. So let me prime it a few times and we're going to see what happens here. Because it was spraying all over the bottom of the tank. Looks like it's working this time. So my O-ring did its job. Let me make sure I'm not leaking anywhere now. It's just so hard to hold these handlebars and do this. We appear to be good this time, so I'm going to go ahead and set the tank in where it should be, and then we'll try to fire this thing up for the first time, see what happens. So let me feed a few of these lines where they should go while I have this propped up, because it'll be simpler. It'll be simpler. It should go down here. That should go underneath here and wrap around down there and go down by the shock. There we go. That's where that tube goes. That one should go down there by the shock. Let me route that side real fast. Oh man, what a big job this turned out to be. One thing after another with this bike. It just did not want to do what it was supposed to do. So that goes down there, and then that line runoff goes right down here next to that line, like so. Okay, that should solve the majority of all that. We can start setting the tank down now, positioning it. I gotta make sure that that fuel line stays on there because he doesn't have a clip for the top one. Whoever worked on this thing last time just absolutely annihilated the high pressure fuel clip, which really sucks because it is much needed. So at some point, he'll probably have to pull all this down again if he starts having issues. There we go. Make sure that's underneath there. All right, guys, moment of truth. Let's see how it runs now. Sounds good. Ready to rip, tater chip. That's all I needed to hear. Let's slap this puppy back together. Alright, I reseated all those seams like I said I would. He's got a lot of work to do on this tank that he bought because it's got a bunch of sticky stuff all over it. He bought a used tank, and yeah, this is all back together. All the bolts and screws are back in all the way across. I reseated anything that was loose. Like I said, he's got a bunch of sticky stuff that whatever they did to, I mean, it's just sticker stuff, but yeah, all this is reseated how it should be all the way across on the front. Sucks that he had a little fall because he definitely did some damage. So he probably work with this a little bit more. See, just play with things. But like I said, he broke this during that fall, so that's unfortunate. It's not perfect. Still in pretty good shape for what it is, though. But there you go, man. She's ready to be picked up. Ready to rip, Chip. I get my garage back again. Well, guys, I hope you learned something. And that's what this whole channel is about, teaching you guys how to fix your own stuff and troubleshooting and how to determine what you need to do and what you don't. There you go, another $300. We're actually about to put Clinton's back in my shop again. I'm almost going to redo the entire job I just did on his on the other one. So as much as I say I don't ever want to do this again, I'm about to redo this entire job all over again on Clinton's. So, but yeah, your bike's done, man. Come pick it up. Don't forget to smash the like button if I helped you guys in any kind of way. Hey, man, feel free to buy me a cup of coffee, join my membership, join my Facebook, send me a PayPal, send me a cash. Whatever, man, donate to the cause. I make these videos for free. It's fun. If I save you a fuckload of money of going to a shop, well, hey, treat me right. You know what I mean? All right, guys, catch you on the flip. Toodles.